why biology and AI and how exactly you are combining it.
Basically, I did 5 years in bioinformatics, which is a field which focuses on analyticals. So after bioinformatics, I went for internship in big companies. So what I feel like a gap is there. Big companies, they're adopting a lot of new technologies fast.
You do have data scientists who do have a plain skill, and you do have researchers considered to be PhD, which means they have done a lot in a specific skill.
We have a certain workflow, created a workflow in the company. So that means initial people who are working about this data augmentation with very few companies in India building foundation models for biology. And it's been 3 years, a big journey, and we have achieved a lot. And we have a team of 45 people.
Wow.
We have an office in Bangalore, an office in Chennai. But especially after COVID ended, the adaptation was very fast. So normally what we do is we help researchers, laboratories, hospitals providing AI automations tool which can scale up their research in a next faster rapid rate.
So today I would like to welcome Ditto. And Ditto is basically one entrepreneur specifically working in AI for biology, right? And a very unique name. And I would like Ditto to talk about that actually. A little bit about your introduction, Ditto, and why biology and AI and how exactly you are, combining it.
Basically, I did 5 years in bioinformatics, which is a field which focuses on analyticals, computational analysis or biological data. So after bioinformatics, I went for internship in big companies. So what I feel like a gap is there. Big companies, they're adopting a lot of new technologies fast. But as an academic research, where we feel like that we are lagging behind those technologies. And of course, we can accept that in companies, they have higher data and they're doing so much things there. But academically, the level is less. But at least I think that, okay, that kind of technology if academic people have means what kind of research they can do. So that's how I started Biogrithm, which is biology plus algorithm.
Wow.
So we are a very few companies in India building foundation models for biology. And it's been 3 years, a big journey. And we have achieved a lot. And we have a team of 45 people.
Wow.
We have an office in Bangalore, an office in Chennai. That's all about me.
Tell me a little bit about your product and what exactly AI is doing in biology actually, right?
Okay.
And see, the people who will be listening, right, they might not understand certain things. So that's why simplify it for all.
Okay, see, AI in biology, people will think like biology is something only on medicine. But biology is applied in a lot of fields. Because biology is applied in not only medical industries, applied also in pharma, then is also applied in hospital managements, and is also applied in clinical research, the food we eat, the fitness levels, and all the preservatives, cosmetics, everything biology is involved because biology is the starting point of building all these products, right? So normally it will take a lot of time to do the research and development.
Sure.
But nowadays the AI adaptation is very high, especially after the COVID-19. Because before COVID, India, we were always been resistant to new technologies in this AI in healthcare in biology market. But especially after COVID-19, the adaptation was very fast. So normally what we do is we help researchers, laboratories, hospitals providing AI automations tool which can scale up their research in a 10x faster rapid rate. So I'll give you an easy instance. So normally it will take 12 years to create a vaccine, right? But in COVID-19, we just invest 1.5 years. How? Because that time what we did is we ran AI automation, we built models to create and repurpose drugs. So there's a lot of simulations. Easily we have simulated what is happening inside our body in a computer through certain parameters. So that is what we do. We design drugs in a computer. We automate research processes. We build foundation models to predicting protein structures, sequencing services, sequencing automations, pipelines. And recently we are into genetic testing market. So because I think it's always about equation, because in future 20-30 years people will not be taking medicine after meeting a doctor. They'll be taking medicine before meeting a doctor.
Okay.
For precautionary medicines, right? So for that what we need is to personalizations. analyze your genetic and get an insight what is going to come to you after 5 or 10 years. We can predict you'll be getting diabetes or not. We can predict you've been getting cancer or not. All can be done through this genetic testing and modeling. So that is what we are going to do.
So are you saying that a standard capsule will be a custom capsule for Vikas, and that will be, created through what you are doing at this moment, right?
Exactly. See, that is also happening right now. Imagine all the billionaires and millionaires, whatever they eat, whatever the medicines they are taking is personalized for their body genetics, right? And that is costly. But what we are building, which is called GLIMS, which is Gene and Life Information Monitoring System, which will make it affordable for each and every people. So anyone can do genetic testing, anyone can get their health insights, and we have a monitoring system which will monitor their life, what is happening inside and what is happening outside at the same time.
Perfect, perfect. What kind of a workforce you have, Ditto, actually, right? So you have 45 people, right? What they are doing, and even, if any listener of podcaster would really have an interest towards this kind of a work, right? What kind of a persona that particular person should create.
So basically, two things. You need to know about biology, you need to know about AI. So two things is always necessary because biological data is a lot complex. Because see, if I'm doing a classification model for an image classification for animals, so the animals, if I'm filtering, the variables will be very less. But in biology, a single protein have a lot of parameters, a lot of variables will be there. In that sense, it is so complex, it can result in even overfitting the model. So without understanding how biological data works, it is not possible. And he also have a deep understanding of how AI works, how we can build models, how we can train models. So both combinations is much needed. And my team consists most of all data scientists. Actually,
That's what I thought.
yeah, most people are data scientists, and people who are working in R&D are bioinformatics people who make data scientists people understand about this biological data. So these are the two teams, and we don't have any HR teams because people who are in the data science team itself, they know when to hire. They're self-managing and capable, and we have a very less market because we are mostly B2B. So we have a less marketing team, around 2 to 3 people, and most of the PR works are done by me.
See, I think very interestingly, Dito, what you said is the future of a work. You need to know two things. Yes. And it's not that you come up with just an AI skill. You should definitely know about a function or a domain specifically, which is biology.
Yes.
What's the average age of your workforce, right? And, how do you hire them?
Okay, so basically the people who are in my marketing, 2 to 3 people, they're very young. Even 2 people are younger than me itself. Because nowadays the young people, they're so good in marketing in this generation. So data scientists, I always look at least they need 2 years of experience.
Yes.
And bioinformaticians, mostly I prefer people who have done PhD because mostly our clients are from research field, so they will ask us to help in their research. To understand their research, we need someone who are fully deep into research, and PhD people will be better in that category. So for data scientists, 2 years to 3 years of experience, and bioinformatician, if they have a PhD or if they have a good level of understanding of how research work and how exactly deep bioinformatics work, that is what we need. And the age group of bioinformaticians who have done PhD will be like around 28 to 30, and data science people 27, 26, 27 will be the age.
Pretty much what you are saying, you have Gen Z or you have people who are having an average age between 23 to 28 or 29 actually, right? Yeah. I think very interesting. Even I also work with this age actually. I think I'll ask a pivotal question, right? And I really wanted to know your experience with that. So you do have data scientists who do have a plain skill, and you do have researchers considered to be PhD, which means they have done a lot in a specific skill.
Yeah.
How do you marry these two people actually, right? I feel it is not very easy.
Yeah. So,
what do you do specifically?
So we have a certain workflow, created a workflow in the company. So that means initial people who are working about data augmentation, maybe labeling all these people with the bioinformatics people. So they'll understand data science people about how biology data works. So this was always a problem I faced initial time. Then I created a system in that way that certain group based work. So each and every group, a new project is coming, even though it is not completely related to biology itself, maybe some healthcare data sets will be coming. So you always involve a bioinformatician there. So it will be like a 3 to 4 groups of people. One bioinformatician will definitely have to be there, then data science people. And data science people are very curious because it's a new field. They're very plain, but they want to learn a lot. And these people have done the PhD level also. And these guys will be like a leading for them, making an important decisions. And any point of time, some problems will happen. But that's the time when I have to step in. We have some CXOs, they'll step in and they'll be managing things.
So you are saying that I do create very small teams,
teams.
small and nimble teams with data analysts as well as these PhD holders, and they do need to work together actually in small field. I think that's what the norm will be for the future of work, specifically when we are dealing with Gen Z. No, that's perfectly fine. I think you also mentioned just now that you do work with B2B mostly, right? How you are doing your go-to market in B2B actually, right?
Okay, so B2B are like, we are an AI company, right? So nowadays a lot of data is available with a lot of these pharma companies and laboratories, and they want to do something with it. They want someone to come and understand the data and automate their workflow, maybe get more insights and maybe improve what they're doing, maybe find out some loops where most of their resources are getting wasted. So they come to me, we create management systems, monitoring systems for them. For an easy example, laboratory information management system. In lab, there is a lot of workflow happening, and most of the time the process is repetitive. For example, even if someone is going to do some research, they have to refer a lot of literature articles based on the workflow which they are doing. So you have to refer back and do the repetitive work. It is taking a lot of time. So now we have created agents which will automatically help them to analyze the literature based on their workflow in a very faster way. So that is automated. Second thing, the way the data pipeline is built, the knowledge is transferred between multiple teams. They have quality analysis team, testing team, and all the data will be transferred. So we have created pipeline in a way that in authoritative pipeline in a way that it moves very faster than before. And through repetitive process, after 6 or 7 months, we can come up with new solutions to automate that process also, right? So nowadays, all these companies are shifting to that category. They want AI-powered management tools to automate their workflows. So that's where we come in.
So should I say that automating the process and leveraging the data to finding new insights is something what you do for your B2B customers? That's interesting, right? And I'll be probably asking much more difficult questions, right? And that will be very, important for all. How you really go and talk about the ROI for. I am sure this is not very easy, but how you have done practically, I would like to know.
Okay, because see, this is a difficult thing.
Yes,
also,
it's very
because,
complex
see,
thing, yeah.
People
But how
who
you are doing it?
running labs, even big researchers, they always try to follow the traditional mechanism.
Okay.
So they are researchers. They have done the traditional way of doing the research in a proper way, and that is also time lagging. So now they are even afraid that what AI can do. People are now writing research papers within 1 day or 2 day using AI technologies and even publishing. So we are going to show them, we have a meeting with them, then we will analyze what work they are doing, then we'll come back. Then we work and then we find that, okay, they are doing this research. Maybe if we do this kind of automation, this tool, it will completely change the result. Then after that, we go the second and third meeting, we'll show them. And most of the time they'll be surprised, okay, this is there, and they need it. Because most of the research people, they want to do multiple research. They don't get time because they lag behind in doing one particular kind of thing. So if we can create some tools for them, they can concentrate on multiple things at the same time, where we handle most of the repetitive processes, right? So we show them. The ROI part is like 90% people are getting a good level of returns, because it will help them to reduce manpower in a way, because most of the people who are using our technologies right now, they are hiring less. So normally they'll hire more, like maybe like end of the year they'll be hiring like around 5 or 6. Now they are hiring 1 or 2.
So one thing which I understood is your go-to market is more of a consulting way of doing it,
Yeah.
where you go,
Yeah.
you identify pain points, and then you do talk about what is the future stage. If I ask you, are you a services company or you a product company?
I think we are both, because we started as a servicing company. That time we were very small, trying to understand what works exactly. Then we identify what is working, and we thought, okay, why don't we build something that works? So, from service, using external tools for building our models, external applications. Now we build our own applications and we lend it out other people to use it.
So a product which you have done for probably Johnson and Johnson, right, is in a similar way with a very less configuration and customization is currently being used by other. And your product is models, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, and most of this is like a centralized systems, right? It's customizable. Basically, we don't need to customize. The client can customize the
They
way
themselves
they
can
need it.
self-customize, right, altogether.
And that is also a cost-effective approach, right? Even if you are customizing each and every time, we need a manpower to customize each every time according to each and every clients. And if we create a centralized system, even like a chat GPT models, right? So for your GPT models, it's not only for text. It can be a lot of things based on the client's needs, right? I can use it to generate writing a research paper. I can use it to write a poem also. So I can customize. Same kind of model will be what we are also building. So that is a cost-effective way, and that is the right way to scale it up in the future.
Ditto, what is your vision? Where do I see your organization in next 3 years? Is it something which is really doing something very drastic for Make in India, for India actually?
Yeah, actually, end of the day, it's like each and every country, right? To be very honest, in initial stages, the tools, models which are using are not built by us. We just take it, we wrap it up, and we give it to the clients. And right now, as humans, we are actually working on building our own models. So my vision is to build foundational model tailored for biology, something like what Google DeepMind AlphaFold builder, something like that. I want to build using Indian-based datasets, Indian-based genetics, and government is right now supporting a lot because they recently launched a human India Genome Project. So it's about identifying Indian genetic variations and giving tailored personalized medicine for them. And without government initializing that, the way it is not possible for us to build foundation models, right? Because always it's all about data to us, and government is now keeping it open, so anyone can access the data set, build models on it. So right now we are working on it. So in maybe 1 or 2 years, I think everyone will be using our models in India.
Super. Ditto, what you would like to say to the young people? I'm sure there are a lot of listeners are of your age. How they should convert their passion towards being a futurepreneur actually?
Actually, every youngster, they'll be considering that, okay, AI is going to replace your jobs. So don't try that AI is replacing jobs. You are using AI, but also try to reason with the AI, because end of the day, based on your reasoning only, the AI will improve, your workflow will improve. So imagine if I'm getting in my field itself, I am getting written a research paper using an AI. I give it to two research. The two researchers, the way they reason will be different, right? So it's about their reasoning using that AI. Right? So try to reason with the AI, then only we understand how to use the AI in a better way. Then your job will not be getting replaced. And always try to understand how things work. Ask questions, and end of the day, you will be building what other people have done with that AI. So in that way, your workflow will improve, and your future will be safe.
Ditto, thank you very much. I think it was quite insightful discussion. I really wish you a lot success in near future and we'll keep meeting. Thank you very much.